Hi everyone, today I am going to be doing a no makeup look for you. I do two kinds of no makeup. You have your lazy day no makeup where it's minimal product, and then you have your no makeup where you actually put quite a few items on. I think Megan Isabel explained it really well when she said no one really starts noticing until you start packing on the eye makeup. I am going to kind of just show you a couple of things that I'd use for a lazy day and then the makeup I would do for work. If I was doing a really lazy day makeup, I'm not feeling too well, I'm a bit hungover, whatever, and I still want to go to work and look like I haven't died, I would basically just use the Origins Vitazing moisturiser. Sorry if my light's going a bit funny. And I would use the Collection 2000 Lasting Perfection Concealer. At the moment I'm using shade 2 because I am actually quite pale. So these are the two products I would use if I was being really lazy. I'd just kind of pack them on and be out the door. Origins Vitazing just kind of warm my face up a bit, and this would just kind of conceal any spots at the moment. So yeah, I'm going to get started with my general everyday makeup for work. There's quite a few products, but I kind of just whack them all on, and I have an order that I like to put them on. I'm going to start off using the Perfect Look Skin Miracle, which looks like this, and oh, there we go. And in my opinion it is quite similar to the Origins Vitazing. It's actually more expensive. I think it's about £26, and you actually only get 30ml of product. So for the Origins Vitazing you actually get another 20, which actually makes it better value for money, but I do really like this. I'm going to start off by squeezing a little bit of this onto my hand and just putting this on my Real Techniques buffing brush, and it looks really scary when you first start packing it on. I was quite terrified when I saw how brown it comes out, but yeah, it actually blends in really nicely and doesn't make you look too orange, because sometimes the Origins Vitazing, if I put too much on, can tend to make me look a little bit orange, like especially if I leave a bit here. Yeah, I left a bit on my chin the other day and my boyfriend was like, what have you got on your chin? It looks like mud. So yeah, the Origins Vitazing does do a little bit, but this doesn't tend to do that. It tends to blend in really nicely, and it just looks really natural but warms up your face, which I like. So next I am going to be using my two concealers. So I've got the Collection 2000 concealer in shade 2, and then the Collection Illuminating Touch in shade 3, which is actually quite pale. Just give this a few clicks. It does take a while. The only thing about this is like if I'm in a rush I tend not to use this because it does take a while to warm up. Just put this here, and I think those are the only places I put it. And then I take the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer and just use that to cover up spots, because it's quite a bit heavier coverage, which I really like. And I like that I can use them for different things. I'm quite spotty at the moment because we obviously had Halloween last week, and I just literally ate so much chocolate, and for some reason it really gives me the worst hives on my forehead. So I'm covering up a lot of those this week, and I'm just using the Real Techniques setting brush, which looks like this. It's a really lovely brush just for kind of really quickly buffing your concealer, and I really like it. So I think I put a bit too much on my eyes. And I know I don't really have to say this to you guys because you know what I do for a living, but I'm not a makeup artist, so I do things in a really strange way sometimes. I might not be buffing this in the way I'm meant to, but I'm a bit all over the place anyway, so you know. I just smooth kind of a lot of it around with my fingers just because I feel like the brushes do pack things on quite a bit and you can end up looking a bit cakey, especially when you overuse products like I do, like I just did. Right, so next I am just going to pop a bit of foundation on. I don't really use too much because obviously you don't want to look like you're caked in foundation for a day at work. It's just unnecessary. And I'm using the YSL Touche Eclat foundation. I can't say it, I'm not French, and I'm really awful with any kind of pronunciation. So yeah, this one, which I spoke about in my haul last week. Yeah, it's best applied with your fingers, so I've just popped a bit of this onto the back of my hand. I think I've put too much on the back of my hand, so I'm going to end up rubbing it in a lot. And then just put that in the places that you need it and get a lot of redness, but that I also want brightened. because it's quite an illuminating foundation. It makes you look really, really lovely and healthy, and gives like, I think it gives quite a medium. I am in the shade B40 at the moment, which is a really nice colour match for my skin. And it's not too pink and it's not too yellow, but I think I will have to go up another shade in the summer because I will get quite brown. In the winter I just like to use a liquid highlighter just to give my skin a real glow. So I'm just going to pop, this is Benefit Sunbeam, by the way, so I'm awful with this today. Oh, camera's dying. My camera is about to die. So I'm just popping that on my cheeks and up onto the temples, and I'll pop some on my nose and my forehead. Next up I am going to do my eyebrows, and I usually just use the Rimmel Professional Eyebrow Pencil. I'm not going to bring this up close because it's really, really grubby, it's just quite disgusting, but I mainly just like it because my brush is really old, and it actually does a really good job of smoothing your eyebrows out. At the moment I am using my MAC quad, and I am using, I think it's Espresso. No, it's not, that's a lie, that's a lie. I am using Charcole Brown, which is this shade here. So I'm just taking my MAC 266, and it's just a small angled brush, and I am just going to fill my eyebrows in, and I need a mirror to do this because it's not easy to do from far away. And I just basically use this to fill in all the gaps. I just take the HD Brows brow beater, which is pretty beaten up at the moment, I'm not going to lie. I don't know if that's focusing. So I just comb through and kind of just comb my eyebrows up because they kind of fall back down eventually, so even if I look a bit Wolverine-esque for a few minutes, they just completely calm down, and I kind of like to make them look a bit fuller. I'm going to take the Rimmel Scandaleyes eye pencil. Looks like this. I'm just going to pop this in my waterline because it just brightens up your eyes really nicely. Sometimes I use Benefit's Eye Bright, but that makes it look really obvious that you've kind of used an eyebrow pencil. And sometimes I will just kind of leave it with my base, and then sometimes I will kind of move on and put some eye makeup on. Sometimes I just curl my eyelashes. What I'm going to do today is just put a tiny amount of my Mafactor False Lash Effect mascara on, which looks like this, and the waterproof one is the one which obviously has the blue strip around it. I don't know if that's focusing. I'm just going to take my Boots Own eyelash colours, which are actually okay when you get them warmed up. At first they're so stiff that you're just like, oh my god, this is awful, but you just have to kind of sit there doing that for a little while and they warm up, even though I think this one is starting to break a little bit because it's popping out. But yeah, I really like these. I'm thinking of investing in the, is it the Shoe Mirror ones? Because I just would really like to compare like budget ones to high-end ones. I don't know if I should come a bit closer for this. Shall we come closer? Let's come closer. So, this is my face. So, I have to try and be quite quick when I do this because otherwise they just seem to fall back down straight away. It just keeps a really nice curl, and what I'm just going to do is go over it with my Avon Super Curl Mascara, and it's pretty much running out now, but I just want to kind of separate the lashes because sometimes they clump together. Sometimes when I put my foundation on, my skin can sometimes still, my spots can sometimes still show through, so what I just do is just take one little look over my face and make sure everything is okay, and everything is not okay because I've got a lovely little friend up here, I don't know if you can see, but I'm just going to try and cover him up. Now that all my base is all nice and I know I don't need to put any more concealer on, I am just going to take my, I'm really bad at showing you products today, I'm just going to take my Chanel Bronze Universal or whatever it is now, Soliel Tan blah blah blah. And I take my Real Techniques stippling brush and just give that a swirl. Sometimes you have to give it quite a big old swirl. And this is kind of like the This Works base, in the fact that it's really orange when you first put it onto your face like that, but then when you blend it in, it just gives you a really, really lovely glow. And then lastly, I am just going to put on my MAC lipstick in Peach Stock. I don't know. So that is what this looks like, and I just make sure it's all nice and blended in. And it's not a pink, it's not my natural pinky sheen that I have to my lips, but it still looks nice and natural. It's a nice shade for work. And if I'm feeling fancy, I might put some liquid eyeliner on, but chances are I'm running out the door and my mum is beeping at me in the car like a mad woman, or I'm trying to get the train and things are just a bit crazy. Sometimes this happens on the train. That is my finished makeup. I hope you are all having a lovely weekend. I have to say it because I only really get the chance to film at the weekend. Yeah, and I will hopefully see you soon. If you have any requests for any more videos, then please let me know, because I am quite liking filming videos at the moment. So yeah, if you've got any requests, just let me know and I'll try and do this one. So I will see you guys soon. Bye!